A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In the heart of Victoria, a growing debate is brewing around self-defense laws as MP David Limbrick champions a movement to empower residents in their fight against crime. For years, the existing legislation has required individuals to demonstrate that their defensive actions were both necessary and reasonable given the circumstances they faced. However, Limbrick argues that these criteria are too restrictive, leaving many residents vulnerable and unsure of their rights when confronting intruders. The call for reform comes amid rising concerns about safety and security in local communities, where residents feel increasingly threatened by criminal activity. Limbrick and his supporters are advocating for a shift towards a more robust self-defense framework, one that would allow individuals to take decisive action when they feel their safety is at risk. The proposed changes would not only clarify the legal standing of self-defense, but also encourage residents to feel more empowered in their own homes. As crime rates fluctuate and public anxiety grows, the discussion around self-defense laws becomes ever more critical. Critics of the current system argue that it often leaves victims of crime feeling helpless and fearful of legal repercussions should they choose to defend themselves. Limbrick's initiative aims to address these concerns head-on, pushing for legislative changes that reflect the realities of modern-day threats. Proponents of the reform believe that by providing clearer guidelines and protections for those who act in self-defense, the state can foster a greater sense of security among its residents. The proposed changes have sparked a heated debate within the community, with some fearing that loosening self-defense laws could lead to an increase in violence, while others argue that individuals should have the right to protect themselves without fear of legal consequences. As the conversation unfolds, Limbrick remains steadfast in his belief that the current laws need to evolve to better serve the public. He emphasizes that the goal is not to promote vigilantism, but to ensure that individuals can defend themselves when faced with real threats. The push for reform has garnered support from various community groups and residents who share Limbrick's concerns about safety. They argue that the existing laws do not adequately protect those who are simply trying to safeguard their homes and loved ones. As the state parliament prepares to discuss these proposed changes, the outcome remains uncertain. However, one thing is clear: the conversation around self-defense laws is far from over. With crime rates on the rise and public sentiment shifting, the pressure is mounting for lawmakers to consider the voices of their constituents and take action to enhance personal safety. Limbrick's advocacy is a testament to the growing demand for reform and the need for a legal framework that empowers individuals to protect themselves in an increasingly unpredictable world. As this issue continues to unfold, residents are left to ponder the implications of the current laws and the potential for change. Will the state parliament heed the call for reform, or will the status quo remain in place? Only time will tell, but the urgency of the situation cannot be ignored. The conversation around self-defense laws is not just a legal issue. It's a matter of personal safety and community trust. As more residents voice their concerns and share their experiences, the pressure on lawmakers to act will only intensify. The future of self-defense legislation in Victoria hangs in the balance, and all eyes will be on the state parliament as they navigate this critical issue. The outcome could set a precedent for how self-defense is viewed and legislated in the years to come, impacting countless lives in the process. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.